Shirts, limited sale. Link in the description. About a week left. Street racing disciplines unlocked. We've got drift. We've got drag. We've got hypercar. Boom. I like that I see all those at once. I'm glad I didn't come to here until I was recording because it looks super cool unlocking all of them at once. What up, my G in the wheelchair, man? What up? Here's my cheese. Right, we got ourselves drift. We got ourselves drag. We got ourselves hypercar. I have not done drag yet, and that is tempting me. Have we actually got any drag events we can do right now? I have not checked that, if I'm totally honest with you. We've got the drift over here. We've got a street race, hypercar. We've got ourselves drift, a street race, hypercar. Where is the drag racing? Drift, hypercar, street race, hypercar. I can't drift, street race. Interesting. I don't find any drag races. So maybe we have to do some of the street races to unlock the drag races. I think we're going to jump into street races today and use one of the 1 million cars I have available to me right now. I slide right in and it's going to switch us to my Camaro RS. That's a nice place to start. You're like, wow, sleeper, 277. It is 280, but I do have perks on here to get me better parts, which is why it's not 280, because I wanted those first. You know what I mean? We got ourselves a cutscene. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this is like the first proper street race.
Shot rookie thinks they can just roll in and walk away with it.
I can.
You race for pinks? We're gonna be walking, all right.
Now this is what it's all about for some folks.
Am I gonna be me pinks? Me walking? 277.
Why going legit doesn't appeal. Gonna take some time to get more people to see it my way. Time I've got. Just look at those cars.
Look at the fitment on that. It's weird. What the hell?
You know who I'm thinking our friends should be watching out for? That plain-looking one right there.
Huh? Doesn't look like much.
It doesn't have to if it's got the right kind of monster under the hood. And if you're not careful, that monster's gonna eat you up.
Well, you shouldn't have underestimated the 277 Camaro right behind you, huh? That's right. I'm about to go in. Ooh. This thing is basically maxed out. It's not. It doesn't feel amazingly fast. I take that back. It does. It's just the boatiness on the corner. Janice! We meet again. Janice is such like an old woman. Janice! What do you think you're doing? For God's sake, lady. It's okay. Janice is an old friend of mine. But if anyone's been playing any race, you know that Janice and Travis mostly, but Janice sometimes comes out of nowhere and destroys the game. Now that I'm on the strip, you all see the full power in this thing. 190. It's not really that quick, honestly. I said, and then it boats around the corner, so you really have to slow down. I've got traction on currently as well, because if you turn it off on this monster, it will literally eat you alive. It feels like it's going to roll over like a Reliant Robin, but it doesn't. Do jump? Yes. In this case, do jump. Most of the time, my brain's like, ways to avoid jump. Which way do I go? Avoid jump. Because not taking jumps is better than taking jumps. In every way. It's quicker. You can still accelerate while on the ground. Everything. But sometimes the jumps are quicker because they jump over buildings and stuff. For God's sake! So I get the idea that this guy in the wheelchair is pretty much making the street racing go legit. That's his aim, which is pretty sweet. I like the it's a different take on it. You know, they're trying to make it go, okay, so yeah, you know, street racing's cool and all, but let's try and take it legal, which would explain all the bollards and everything. The jumps still confuse me a little bit. If you're trying to make them go legit, why would you put jumps in street race? Because let's be honest, no one wants to jump their cars. These guys have been grinding their cars. Why are you making me jump up and down like a crazy person? I don't want to do that in my car, but because it's the crew, I guess it's a lot of casual people think jumps are cool, and I think that's why they would have done it in generally as like a game design decision. But I personally don't think jumps are that cool, especially when they're forced, unless they're like, if they were like, this was a jump in a race, That would make me feel cool. That end bit would make me feel cool, but the general idea of that being a jump would be sweet.
Street racing's got history. It didn't start with us.
He's got a cool voice, though.
Some say it began in the 20s with bootleggers. They needed to outrun revenuers, so they tricked out their cars in order to make a clean getaway. Those souped-up roadsters and stock cars, you can draw a line from them to the street machines you see today. And from those drivers
it's the hop one.
To us.
I like the hop one. I'm gonna get the hop one. I think it's the hop one. If it's not the hop one, I'm not a very good fan of the game, am I? Okay, we got LA Harbor Drift. We got the downtown LA street race. We got the hypercar race. I definitely can't wait to try the hypercar races. That's basically replaced Perth, I imagine. Street racing has replaced, you know, street, obviously. I'm really tempted to do Live Extreme episode 2. I have it unlocked. I know by the last episode I had it unlocked on the last episode, so let's just jump into Live Extreme 2. I haven't seen this one yet. This one gives us 22 grand as well. So I'm interested. And you see that? It was actually using different vehicles. It wasn't using the normal amount of... Yeah, so it's using a street racing car, a power boat, and a rally raid. That is sweet. So it's not just plain boat car every single time. It's a mix. I like that a lot. Let's see what Live Extreme 2 is like then. There we go.
Welcome to the Gulf Coast, where we're getting ready for the second stop on the Live Extreme Tour. Last time we hit the city streets. This time, we're also going to go wild.
That means off-roading, right? I think that means the off-roading. I like the sound of that. Extreme. Woo! Bit of a skid. Starting in my Camaro. Oh god, it's Travis. Excuse me, Travis. I'm gonna do you dirty and move you out my way. Look at that. Competizione what? I don't know if I actually have to. On the first Live Extreme race, you don't have to win it. But I feel like surely now we're going to have to win it. These roads are literally like UK roads. No, actually, they're still way too big. Oh! It's alright, I still got the checkpoint. I didn't mean to cut across here. It's alright. It's the crew too. Ain't no barriers here going to stop me. I can actually do it. Go. Oh! Neil! Aldi Neil!
Can a driver rocketing into first like
You're like, what?
still be called a challenger?
Oh, the dinosaurs are back. The dinosaurs are sweet. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Literally. Except that they don't actually move. Do you mind? Look at that. That's how you take it out. Oh, it's Camaro and Camaro. New versus old. Unimpromptu. New versus old. I prefer the old. Definitely the old when it comes to Camaro. There's just something you can't beat. Classic 69 Camaro. It's just an absolute monster. And I think after doing this race, I'm going to reward myself with starting to play around and trick this boy out. Because I've been driving this thing stock, and I'm on the second main race of the game. This definitely not like me. In the slightest. There's a big jump. That's going to end up in the boat. Oh, look at that.
For the big moment. It's time for us to switch up the competition.
So they didn't have like the animation that time. That was like maybe just for the first event. This attempt to actually... He's in like some big speedboat. That's like the fastest boat in the game, I think. You can't put him in that and then me in this. I need to upgrade my powerboat. It's stock still. This is where I'm going to fall behind a little bit. So maybe actually this one is a proper race and it's not just scripted. The introduction race being scripted would be like, it would make sense. And then this one requiring you to actually drive. Because last time it did the transition and then all of a sudden you were basically back next to everybody again. But obviously in this, they actually transformed right next to us. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
And into that beautiful blue water.
No!
We're proud of giving you races no one else
You can't
can.
slow me down like that.
Master it all or be left behind. They've got just one shot at being the best.
That boat is massive. I need one of those badly. He's really messing me up. Come on, please. Yes! Boats is that's like my weak point. I've really got to get some practice in with boats. Because you got to pull down on the stick and it like really limits your steering, and it's just a different experience, mate. Look at him go. Ooh, it's all right. I'll catch back up a little bit with the off-road.
Time's running out for our drivers to make a move on the water.
That's okay with me. Because once I'm back on land, the race is mine. Unless I go into my buggy. I think I might be going into my buggy, which... I know the buggy is like really low level. There it is, there it is, there it is. There's a finish for the boats. Switcheroo.
Now
Oh, no.
let's get our hands dirty. Now that's confidence. Letting the other drivers set the pace. For the moment.
That's not what I meant to do. Wasn't intentional. It's alright, easy in a buggy as well.
Now
The
in
bikes are
last section of the
crazy.
race. Here's where drivers can choose to follow the road or cut through the swamp and play in the mud.
I'm
The
playing in the
choice is
mud.
theirs.
I'm going back on the road. The road is faster. Thank you very much. Buggy! Can I push him off? Can't scare him. I'm on a bike. I can't exactly scare anyone right now. Oh! Bollocks! No, I've really messed it up now. Please, slow down for me. Rubber band for me. Oh, they are rubber banding. Oh, magical. I thought that was going to be the end of the race. I'd have to retry or something. It's alright, I'm back, fellas. You can actually try now. Thank God for rubber banding. Like, it works in both ways, and I like it. They slow down when you need them to, but they also speed up when you want competition. I am an advocate for rubber banding as long as it's done pretty well. That slowdown was a bit excessive, but in general, the rubber banding on this game is pretty sweet, and they keep up with you pretty well. And cutting across there was not the best idea. Come on! No! 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 No, you don't! Oh my God, I saved it! Jesus wept!
Thanks for watching the second race of the Live Extreme series. Don't forget to follow us on social media. From New Orleans, thank you, and we'll see you next time.
You terrify me, mate. You are coming up with the crazy events. Live Extreme. Live, go away, please. Jesus, I'm gonna fall off. No, I'm not. What parts do I get for cars? Like, do I get just for the bike? For the off-road? I got my boat stuff. Maybe it was a mix of everything, I guess. Jeez Louise. Alright. I think my icon level's about to go up as well to level 15. Yeah, level 15. Cool. Do I get any, like, reward for that? Yes, icon points. Let's go to the icon points menu. Let's spend those perk points. Boy! Make use of them. Because they're super useful. I got 1 point. And increase speed on drift defense. I imagine you can get all of them eventually. Surely that makes sense, right? All the perk points, if you know what I mean. Oh my God, that was pretty sweet. I enjoyed that. But we should probably move on. We do have the next episode of Live Extreme, which I don't want to do right now. I do want to jump right into a rally raid event, because playing a bit of off-road there, that was super fun. So let's jump into the Roswell rally raid. Travel to. This one gives 22,000. The recommended level, I was very, very high off that.
You know, I don't get Tuck and his crowd. They say they love nature, and then they drive all over it in their V8s. 63. Doesn't make a whole lot of...
That's a good point. You can't love nature that much if you're going to go around destroying it, you know what I mean? We've got ourselves a bunch of off-road vehicles. I don't know if any of these are going to be up to par. We've got Rallycross. These cars, I can't do this event.
You've got to be consistent. As far as you're concerned, consistency will be you winning all the time.
Woo! I'm okay with winning all the time. I got this. 60. This one requires 60. I think I can do that one. It's a rally raid in the snowy mountains. But it's not snowing here right now. Let me just change. So that's a level 58. 44. That's annoying. I want to be able to use my Hummer, I think. My Hummer would be the one I want to go for. Or the Jeep. What? You see that?
You accepted my invite. I'm thinking maybe I read you wrong. What with you running with Wade? It seems like you're pretty decent folk.
Thank you.
So I've got a proposition for you. A rally raid race, just you and me. And I promise, win or lose, what's waiting at the finish line is worth it.
Am I gonna win a vehicle? I think I'm be winning a vehicle today. That'll be okay with me.
3, 2, 1.
Are you gonna give me that Raptor? That would be pretty sweet, mate. Oh, it's Tuck! I'm racing Tuck already! The first off-road race we do, we're racing Tuck. It was not my intention in the slightest. This is a proper off-road race. There's like no path whatsoever. This is the type of racing I would like to do when it comes to off-road. Open rain. No route. We're going up the snowy mountains. It's bloody great. What? Let the man talk. He's talking to me about the scenery of this amazing... It looks gorgeous.
Watch yourself. This terrain is tricky. It's easy to get wrecked.
Well, mate, get wrecked. Wait! It does change up a little bit because it's snow. This is sweet, though, this event. Do you know, I want to race down. I don't know about you, mate, in your big old Raptor. But I think a race down would be pretty sweet. I do really want to, as I say... I think I'm gonna use the... Hopefully I can use the parts. I can use them on...
It's not the destination.
Oh my god, I'm going down.
It's the journey.
Well, the journey's going pretty sweet as well for me.
Careful, he's gonna want to stop the race to meditate.
It sounds like he is, if I'm honest. I wonder if I can use these parts on my Hummer, if that makes sense. Like, if it's the same class of vehicle. I've not actually paid attention to that, which I probably should have, to be fair. So, because I'm doing an off-road race, good God, if I do an off-road race, because I can use bikes. But if I do a bike race, can I use an off-road vehicle and just, like, push everyone off their bikes? Because I've heard bikes are pretty OP as well, so it would probably be the only way I could actually win. I imagine with the AI, it's not too bad, but with friends or something, bikes are pretty aggressive. There's a nice little jump at the top of the mountain as well. If you don't give me a car for a finish, you're gonna be like, wow, look at the view. That's the finish. That's your prize. Mate, you're going the right way for a big wallop round your face. It's a big jump as well. It's a shame I can't, like, stunt.
Glad to see I was wrong about you.
You're glad to see you were wrong about me? I just arrived at the scene and I'm decimating you. Did I finish? Oh, I did. I was like, what did I do? Did I go the wrong way? I got snow on my helmet.
Hell of a race there. Too bad Wade wasn't around to spoil it. I told you the finish was worth it. Was I right?
No!
Was I right?
I mean, it's a cool location. It's a pretty sweet location. I really like that. I'm gonna press the share button as well. Get a nice screenshot in there. I thought he was gonna give me his car or something. Make sure my parts don't... Yes, okay. I thought they were gonna drop off the side of the cliff or something. Oh my god, they roll as well, so they could have just rolled off the side of the cliff.
Now, I remember a couple years back, up in the Cascades, I hit a patch of scree and got totally turned around. We found this perfect little lake. It felt like no one had ever been there before. We race there now. It's the best thing in the world, cutting a trail like that.
It is pretty sweet, like, discovering new locations.
Its own kind of magic. When you leave the road behind, you never know what you'll find.
I like Tucker Morgan. He's like... I like that all the rivals aren't just, I'm a beat you, you're crap, I'm a beat you, I like that there's a mix of, like, style. Like, this guy just likes to explore, and that's what he wants to do, so. I mean, all power to the fella, you know? Mercedes X-Class. I think last time we played with the X-Class, we got it for free. So I imagine we're going to get this again, right? If I don't get it for free, I'm a crap. No. It's very unlike me to say that, isn't it? I should revert those words before they end up giving me every car for free. Like, I started the game with 24 free cars, free vehicles. And that was before the season pass and the gold stuff is working. So, I think I'm going to start with mini cars. I mean, I've bought one car so far. And now I have about 30 cars, it feels like. Oh! I don't quite have 30, I'm lying. I like these time trial events because they let you make mistakes. They're pretty simple. They give you a decent amount of time. And it lets you explore a little bit. Take your own route. And you realize that there's not one route on these off-road races. You can go whichever heck way you want. And when it comes to racing with friends on these type of events as well, you get to see the routes they take. And everyone takes like a different route. There's no one route that everyone takes. And I like that so much. Come on, Mercedes truck! Climb the mountain. It's what you're meant to do. I've never seen this thing in my life before. It's such a cool idea. Like, I didn't know Mercedes made any trucks at all other than, like, the G-Wagon, which isn't really a truck. It's like a SUV. So other than that, I don't know what else they make. Like, I didn't know. Apparently, they make a whole breed of vehicle that I didn't know existed. It's a Mercedes anyway. Woohoo! Almost hit a tree. This is off-roading, boy. Yeah. This needs some upgrades. It needs some power. It needs some loving. But overall, I love it. I love it so much. So I think after we do this race, damn it, we should upgrade that Camaro of mine because it's been sat waiting, begging for some loving. I've been driving it for a total of about 6 hours, I think, that Camaro. Like, it just is begging for some love. But don't worry, baby, I give you some love. Oh. There's a big solid wall there and I missed the jump. It's alright, I can get around it. I thought I was gonna then, you know what I mean? I'm still 45 seconds ahead. 43. And I had a big meaty mess up as well, so I think I'm pretty decent at this. Making my own route. Also, can confirm you cannot drive through that water. My truck seems so big compared to all these. It makes the houses feel so small. America! And then I'm in now a comfortable Mercedes. Granted, it's still quite a loud Mercedes. It's very shouty. Doesn't sound that great from the cockpit. Okay, I take it back. Now it changed. At the high ends, it doesn't sound very meaty. At the low ends, it sounds meaty. It just sounds like induction noise when you're at the high RPMs. I like the sound on the outside though. Woo! Finish! I may murder a few people by accident while doing some of these big truck races, you know, but that's what you gotta go. You gotta live with it when you're doing off-roading. Thank you very much for the part. Do we get to keep the X? Yeah, we get to keep it, I think. Yes, new vehicle and I like that they give you some vehicles for free. I do feel like they give you quite a lot for free though, because you could basically complete the game without buying any vehicles whatsoever. Super easy. And then you just save your millions, like me, for example. Alright, as I said, I want to jump to the house now, because I haven't actually shown you guys, but I have the upgraded house. So we're now going to do an MTV Cribs style house tour. Welcome to the Icon Crib. This is what you get when you fully upgrade to the max level. We get a sweet, sweet balcony as well. I want to know who lives there. He's probably got more money than I do. But you get this cool, awesome view. You can actually stand outside. I wonder if you can actually see players along here, like friends that were in your crew or something driving about. That would be cool. I haven't actually been all the way down here. The balcony really goes, doesn't it? So I also wonder when you go onto the free roam and you're looking around the building, if you can actually land on this kind of part here, or if it just shows like a default view. But this, look at the conversion of that. That is sweet. I love the mix of old and new type of buildings. Got ourselves a fire extinguisher. You got to be safe. Got ourselves a plane. Now, this isn't even the cooler bit. Let's jump down into, straight away, the garage. Let's go down to the garage first. The garage is bigger, obviously, but it's been decked out to look beautiful. These are all my cars that are like been given to me for free. A Camaro duplicated. It didn't. It just shows. So you can actually have 6 cars down here. 7 cars. 8 cars. 8 cars in this room now. I'm gonna go down to the hangar. The hangar is probably the least exciting one. I've only got one plane as well. It's pretty much looks the same. I mean, I know it's not. It's got its own little features, but overall it looks pretty similar to what the garage looks like. But my absolute favorite is the next level of this, okay? When you go down to the harbor, you are greeted with this. This is amazing. I have like no boats, or I have 2 boats. But when they slot in here, and it just looks amazing. You could have like a pool party down here. You would swim in here, and people would just be like swimming next to your boats. It would be amazing. I can't wait to see what some of the crazy power boats look like in here. And there's the way to get out. Amazing. I really, really like how this looks. So let's jump upstairs to the living room, in where I'm going to customize my car in the living room. Don't mind me. I've got money like that. I also wondered how like planes and stuff got up here. It explains it a little bit better now that we've got the upgraded apartment. Maybe that opens. I don't know. Cars make sense. I guess you could drive it up in the lift. The plane would not fit in that lift. I don't know how the plane got up here. Don't ask me questions I don't know the answer to. Performance? Nah. Visual. I know that this Camaro had, some meaty parts last time in the crew. So how about we get even better by adding a carbon hood on there and making this look amazing. You know, that looks pretty sweet, but I can't beat that. It just looks clean. Overall, I like the way that looks. 42 front bumpers. This, I was not expecting this many parts. I was expecting to jump in here and see like, oh yes, there's about 10 front bumpers, which is okay. I mean, it's not bad. The more bits on the bumper, the better it is. Okay, that's how it works. I do like this little bit. It's very subtle, but I also like the really aggressive kind of, all right, we're just gonna absolutely lay it on. I think I might go with that. I'm gonna go with 35 on the front bumper. What? You see that drop? The wheel gets bigger as well. Look at that. Jeez Louise, thank you. Front fender, you're being upgraded. We got some nice custom tires. Let's go through custom wheels. We've got 83 custom wheels. I think I should probably at least try some, right? I think what I might do is save those to last. Because if I save those to last, I'll know a bit better of what I want. I like the classic style. Rear fender needs to go meaty too. Rear wing, I'm expecting some nice ones. I like the little lip on this Camaro because it suits it so much. Got a nice, decent wing. Another decent wing. And we got a big, meaty plate to eat all of our rice off of. Thank you. These lights always confuse me a little bit. I got that for free. I got some stuff for free because I've been doing the event so much. Look at all the stuff I've got for free. This is ridiculous. There's 72 rear bumpers. 72. I don't care if they're combined or whatever, like people would talk about. 72. It doesn't matter. Like, there's every combination you could possibly want. I've only had a few instances where the combinations aren't. That actually looks cool, how it's like been pushed down, if that makes sense. It's been reduced. We got ourselves like a drag set here. We could go with a drag kind of wheelie bar and stuff. That would be pretty cool. I think my favorite is going to be one of these ones. I don't know if I want the drag wheelie bars for a non-drag car. It doesn't really make much sense to me. That set of lights is what I'm going for. Interior color. Let's go with a bit of, I don't know what color I'm going to make this car. Probably going to make it blue. Let's go with a bit of blue interior style. And we'll change it just to the middle of the seats there. And the interior pieces, we can make them carbon or we can make them gloss black. Gloss black, I think, looks nicer than carbon in this car. And then liveries, I guess. Color. Let's change color first. Nice purple or a nice blue. I kind of get my main style of what I go for with cars with the 69 Camaro is going with the Fast and Furious style look. That's my favorite. I'm not sure if this blue is spot on, actually. That's much better. Let's go to liveries now. Not my livery. I want to see what the community have created. So if we go to the top 100 and see what we've got. We've got 6 downloads on this. Nice basic black stripes. I think for now, I might actually go with just the basic black stripes. I like them better than the white stripes on this car. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the nice basic black stripes. All about the wheels now. Oh! Those are pimple lip. I think we'll go with those. We can change the rim color as well afterwards. I'm going to make it like a slight grey. And you can choose the size as well. We could go like... Do you know what? I'm going to go dub. I'm going to go dub with this. This looks ridiculous. And back out and have a look what that looks like. That looks insane. I actually thought it was going to look stupid, but I actually really like the look of that. Alright, let's quickly go outside and see what it's like in the daylight. Meaty Camaro. With the big rims. That honestly doesn't look awful. It looks so much nicer now that I've upgraded it. I'm so glad I've been able to personalize it. Because I've been grinding, as I said, with this for like 5 or 6 hours. I say 4.5, 5 hours. And now it's finally got its own, like, look. It's got its own personality. It's got its own beastliness as we rock to 200. This is a 280 vehicle most of the time. I say that it's not, because I've got parts on it that I want to get better parts, and that's why I haven't got 280 on this car. It's by choice. I do have 280 parts. I'll give you a quick gander, but it took me about 4.5 hours to get it. So I got 280 all here, like loads of 280 parts. I'm pretty sure you can believe me now. 280 everywhere. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This is looking amazing and I'm super happy with it. If you enjoyed, please be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Let's Play. Peace.